So our group two is which we call the Alpha Squad consists of four different core of our squad, which is the member is Alif Hazwan, Fakri Arsha, me Amar Aiman, and David Matan. So right now I'm gonna introduce you to electro-hydraulic and pneumatic components and function. Okay, so for the electro-hydraulic components and function, the system I'm showing here uses these key components, which consists of PLC controller, which to sense electrical signals to the directional valve, four three-directional control valve to control the direction of hydraulic oil with three positions, which is extend, retract, and neutral. Hydraulic pump to supply pressurized oil from the reservoir. Hydraulic cylinder to extend or retract to clamp or release a workpiece. Hose to carry oil between the pump, valve, and cylinder. Or filter which remove contaminants to protect the system. Pressure relief valve to prevent overpressure damage, and lastly pressure gauge to monitor pressure for safety and troubleshooting. Okay, and then let's go over to the main components in this pneumatic system. First, PLC controller that sends electrical signals to control the solenoid valve. Second, 5-2 solenoid valve that directs airflow to either extend or retract the cylinder. Air compressor to supplies compressed air, typically around 6 bar. FRL unit filters, regulates, and lubricates the air before enters the system. Pneumatic cylinder that moves the drawbar to clamp or release the tool. Pneumatic tube that carry air and from the components. Tool magazines to rotate and hold tools for automatic selection, and pressure gauge to monitor air pressure for safety. Okay, so how does it work? Okay, okay. So now for the electro-hydraulic one. So we start from the hydraulic operation which is the clamping action. The hydraulic pump pulls oils from the reservoir and sends it through the valve, and the valve then direct this pressurized oil into the bottom chamber of the cylinder. This extends the piston rod outward. At the same time, the retained oil from the top chamber flows back through the valve into the reservoir. Uh, and then, once the cylinder has fully extended and the part is clamped, the valve can return to its neutral position. This stops at all oil movement and holds the clamp in place under pressure. The system remains steady until a new sign is sent. Now, when I press the opposite button on the PLC, the signal shifts the valve to retract the position. Oil is now directed to the opposite side of the cylinder, which causes the piston to retract, releasing the clamp. The previously pressurized side of cylinder is now drained back to the reservoir. Okay, so for the electric circuit, when it is activated, um, the PLC sends a signal to energize one side of the four three-directional valve, and this shifts the valve to extend position. And the hydraulic oil from the pump is now directed into the cylinder, causing it to move forward and clamp the workpiece. Okay, now this is the schematic of the pneumatic circuit and the electro-pneumatic circuit. The air supply begins with an air compressor which delivers air at around 6 bar. Before reaching the components, the air passes through an FRL unit which stands for filter, regulator, and lubricator. This ensures the air is clean, dry, at a consistent pressure, and lubricated to protect the system. The air then flows to a 5-2 solenoid valve which directs the air to one side of the pneumatic cylinder. When air enters the front side of the cylinder, the piston extends, pushing the drawbar and releasing the tool. At the same time, the air on the opposite side is exhausted through the valve to the atmosphere. And then to the retraction phase, the clamp to the new tool To clamp the new tool, the valve shifts to the opposite position, sending air into a rear chamber of the cylinder. The piston retracts, pulling the draw bar back and locking the tool in place. The air in front of the chamber is again exhausted, completing the cycle. For the electrical circuit pneumatic, at the heart of the system is a PLC or programmable logic controller. It sends signals to control the movement of the solenoid valve. When I press a stand button, the PLC energizes one side of the solenoid valve. This shifts the valve and allow the air to enter the cylinder. For the retraction signal, to retract the cylinder, I can press retract button, and then the PLC de-energizes the first coil and energizes the opposite one, shifting the valve back into its original position. This allows air to flow into the other side of the cylinder, retracting the piston and securing the new tool. So, the, to summarize, the pneumatic circuit moves the cylinder using compressed air, and the electrical circuit tells the system when to move by activating the solenoid valve. Both work together to automate tool changes quickly and efficiently. So that is all from us. Thank you for watching.